I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Probation. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday night. Happy President's Day. You guys checked out the members only stream and we had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys watched the other video I put out today. That was a good one. Yeah, slow court all weekend. So I had to dig deep into the vault for a couple of those clips. Some of these that I have tonight are from the weekend. There's one at the end that's a vaulted clip, but I think most of them are from the weekend. Anyways, before I hit that play button, you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for hanging out. I was over at Big Inn, just laughing about grilled cheese all night. It was fun. Fred already coming through with the $5 super chat. Stop pausing, talking so damn much. Yeah, Yep. No, I'm just gonna say no. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna talk as much as I want to. You know why? Because it's my channel, and I like talking. All right, I see the people rolling in. You guys are all awesome. I think I already said that, but never too many times to call people awesome. Maybe there's a limit. I don't want to give you guys big heads. I already have a big enough. All right, let's go into some court. You guys want to watch some court? Let's watch some court. First clip. The first clip is not the most exciting case. So I'm not going to lie to you and say that this is an amazing case. There's a lot of drama. There's not. There's really not. But this guy has the best haircut I've ever seen in my life. He rocks a flat top and a mullet all at the same time. And it looks spectacular. So I had to share it. I really did. All right, before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe to your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
There's probable cause to warrant your arrest and detention. You've indicated public defender has not been assigned to you. Either you declined or you determined that you wanted to hire your own counsel or represent yourself. So you have not been appointed a public defender. So do you want the public defender to represent you today at a bail hearing? I can specially assign them to that, or do you want to wait until you hire your own counsel or represent yourself? What do you want to do?
I guess I misunderstood. I thought the bail of the
There he is. There he is in all of his glory. I love it. I'm not even making fun of him. I absolutely love it. His hair, gorgeous locks. Judge Ben would say that's a great head of hair.
the lady that came to see me this morning was going to explain to the courts what I can do. I have money to bail. I would prefer an OR. I don't know whether.
No, I'm not talking about your bail. I'm talking about your public defender. You indicate for whatever reason I declined to appoint you a public defender.
That's fine.
And I know, but it usually means I have to pull up your case, but it usually means you indicated on the form that you would retain your own counsel.
Correct.
That's probably what it is, because there was one today that the person said they wanted to represent yourself, and I don't think that was you.
No.
So did you indicate you were going to hire your own counsel?
Yes, Carter Conway.
There you go. Okay. Then because you have a right to have him or anybody else represent you, I don't want to force you to go forward with any hearing without your counsel. So do you want me to wait until you get Mr. Conway hired or any other counsel and we can reset this to another day? Or would you like let me finish, please. Or would you like the public defender to represent you today so we can determine whether or not you're going to get an OR or a low bail? But I can't make you any guarantees you'll get that. So what would you like to do? You only get one bail hearing.
I'd like to proceed with the public defender until I am released, and then I would hire Carter Conway.
Perfect. Perfect answer. Thank you. Then, Ms. Cook, you're ready to proceed with the Valdez Jimenez hearing today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, until Mr. Cotter Conway can be retained by Mr. Kelly, we will appoint the public defender just for this hearing. I shouldn't have said until he can be retained. It's just going to be for this hearing. Mr. Zakari, go ahead with Valdez Jimenez.
Thank you, Your Honor. State's requesting bail in the amount of $20,000 with testing and supervision, no firearms if he's able to post. This is an allegation of law enforcement responding to a report of a subject having appeared to be a manic episode, breaking things within his apartment. When law enforcement arrived at the residence, they observed a broken window to this residence with property strewn about inside the residence. I believe that it indicates that there was multiple ammunition strewn about this apartment that law enforcement was able to observe.
Yes, I did. At least I hope I did. I did it right when you called me out this afternoon for it. So, yeah, I just put it on. Like I said, I put it on a notepad and I just copy and paste it over. I really hope it's updated. Otherwise, I didn't hit save on it. But yeah, it should be.
At some point, they make contact with the defendant, at which point the defendant, through this window, retrieves a handgun and gives it to law enforcement. Sort of says, "Here, take this." This handgun seems to have the serial number scratched off. And again, they search the apartment or the residence and find multiple rounds of ammunition all about the property. Scores highly on the MPRA at a 10. And he gets 2 of those points over a prior violent conviction. Does have criminal history, which is obvious from the fact this is an allegation of ex-felon in possession of a firearm. But some of it is recent. So in 2022, I see a misdemeanor conviction for disturbing the peace. That was pled down from an original arrest of unlawful act of excrement or fluid by a prisoner. 2022 misdemeanor conviction for battery. 2021 misdemeanor conviction for battery. 2022 misdemeanor conviction for eluding. 2017 misdemeanor conviction for driving under the influence. 2009 misdemeanor conviction for drug paraphernalia. 2010 misdemeanor conviction for possession of stolen property. 2007 he was arrested for being a fugitive from justice. 2004 misdemeanor conviction for threat and crime with intent to terrorize. That's out of the state of California. 2003 a felony conviction for evading law enforcement. Does have some history in the 90s, including a felony conviction for domestic battery and felony conviction for possession of explosives. These are out of the state of California. And it has some other further history into the 80s. So with that criminal history, some of it recent, and that recent criminal history is violent, again, with all those batteries, as well as that eluding misdemeanor conviction. State believes the defendant has shown he is a risk to the community, would ask for the $20,000.
Thank you, Ms. Cook.
Your Honor, in Mr. Kelly's case, we are asking that his bail be set at approximately $2,000 bondable. And speaking with him this morning, he does have a stable residence to reside at. He is a property manager of sorts, and that's how he receives his income and stability in the community. As you can see from his pretrial report, he was successful on his most recent case that the state referenced with pretrial supervision. So that does show, even though he does have that recent arrest from a couple of years ago, that he is able to comply with pretrial release conditions and check-ins and whatever is imposed upon him by the court, and that he does show up for his court dates. You can also see that he has no failure to appears. So he's been in the area for 45 years and has had the same residence for 40 years. So he does have significant stability here in this community. Again, we were able to confirm that he does have some income properties that he is managing as well. And if you look at the allegations as contained within the probable cause sheet, he is the one who handed the deputies the frame of the firearm. It doesn't even appear that it was something that is functional, as the deputies reported, that it wasn't even put together. He stated that, according to the probable cause sheet, that this was property that belonged to another person that he was trying to get out of the apartment, which is why he was upfront and honest and handed it straight over to deputies and was just trying to get this other person's belongings out of this apartment. So based on his cooperativeness with law enforcement at the time of his arrest, as well as his prior pre-trial supervision success, and his significant ties to the community, we would ask that his bail be set at no higher than $2,000 bondable.
I agree with most of your points, Ms. Cook, and I'm close to agreeing with your bail request, but I'm coming back to that NPRA of a 10.
Hey, Biggin! Biggin, everyone coming from Biggins. Thank you all for rating. I appreciate it. As always, thank you so much, Biggin. I had a lot of fun in your chat tonight. And yeah, I don't think I've said the word grilled cheese so many times in one night in my entire life. I don't think I really have, but I kept laughing about it. Yeah, this guy just has the coolest hair I've ever seen. I think it would look good on Biggin. Take this guy's haircut, put it on Biggin. What do you guys think?
That concerns me the most. Here's what I'm going to do. Mr. Kelly, I do find that you are a danger to the community. It's a close case, but I do find there's clear and convincing evidence of it. More so, I find there's clear and convincing evidence that you are a flight risk based upon your evasive conduct, you're eluding, fugitive from justice, other things that I've heard about your past. So I do find there's clear and convincing evidence of flight risk. And that a monetary bail is required. Now, what amount of monetary bail is interesting, Mr. Kelly? Your 10 on the NPRA is extremely high to me. The facts of this case, I tend to agree with Ms. Cook in a lot of ways on that. I'm going to establish a bail of $3,000. It's very close to what you're asking for, Ms. Cook. $3,000 bondable or 10% cash. So only $300 cash would get you out, Mr. Kelly. But with the stringent conditions that you not possess any firearms, and that you check in with DAS at least weekly, if not more so, depending on what DAS requires. So I want you to check in with DAS no later than 48 hours after your release, if you are able to post this bail. Do you understand these conditions?
Yeah, I think you might lose your wrench for that one, Johnny. I really do. We don't need any wash your sister sauce on a grilled cheese. We just don't need it. And while I have it paused, thank you, Nick. Thank you. There was grilled cheese was a big theme in Biggin's channel tonight. It was a really big thing. There was a judge. It was a clip I haven't seen for how often I watch court. I don't know how I missed this one. The judge said to the sovereign citizen, "Have you ever had a grilled cheese sandwich?" Now, it was going to be an analogy, but the sovereign citizen interrupted him and didn't let him finish the analogy. So we have no idea where he was going with, "Have you ever had a grilled cheese sandwich?" So for the rest of the night, everything I said was about a grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, it was probably kind of annoying to Biggin, but I was laughing. All right. But thank you, Nick, so much for the super chat.
Mr. Kelly?
I absolutely do, sir.
Thank you. Were there any other conditions being requested, Mr. Zakari?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, that'll be the order. Thank you, Ms. Cook.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Seated Nevada versus Trent Roberts.
Someone to come and get my credit card so I can bail. I have a credit
You
card.
have it here. You can contact the deputy so you can post your own bail.
Is that
So
a different name?
let's
Oh, no,
go
I-
to your house
sorry.
meeting and let them know. Your Honor, Mr.
All right.
Roberts.
All right, just like that. Coolest haircut on the internet. That was him. All right. Next one. We have a guy talking through one of the little mailbox holes in the jail cell. It's yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna sit here, eat my grilled cheese, and we'll watch this together.
Hear me?
Yes, I can.
Very good. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Patrick Andrew Hayward, file number 23-01973, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jared Austin appearing on behalf of Mr. Hayward for the purpose of this hearing only.
Okay. Mr. Hayward. You have a case before me. Did you forget about it?
I can't even hear. I can't barely hear you.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay. You were supposed to be before me on the 16th of January. You didn't appear.
I
Where
did
were
not
you?
even know that. I did not,
Well, that's unfortunate. Because it's your
Apologize,
responsibility
Your
to know when you have court.
I know, I apologize, Your Honor.
Yeah, I was sure that you would apologize. You were supposed to be before me on the 16th because you've got a list of requests and summons for probation violations. So you're on probation before me. Did you forget about that?
No, I did not, Your Honor. I cannot, okay, so, like, I don't know if I mentioned it to you, when I was in front of you guys. I'm disabled and I've been waiting for my disability and I haven't, it's like, I messed up some paperwork, so I had to start all over again. Like, it's been all bad. I haven't been able, I couldn't afford the drops. So like, I was like,
Okay.
you know, I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, the allegation, sir, that you failed to pay fines and costs, no payments were ever made on your balance of $885. Let me speak. $885.14 that you owe in fines and costs and restitution. The allegations are that you failed to enroll in testing at EverHealth on October 2nd, 2023, and that you failed to provide proof of enrollment of any outpatient treatment. The allegations are that you failed to provide proof of employment or disability, and the allegations of non-technical probation violations are that you failed to report monthly for probation and that you.
Draco, once again, I'm so sorry you got kicked out of the stream earlier today. I still feel bad about it. I really do. I think I feel really bad about it because if you didn't say that, I know we already talked about it in Big and Stream, but if you didn't say, oh, this is a members only stream, this is awkward, probably wouldn't have noticed that I didn't turn the switch on for members only. But yeah, again, I still feel bad. While I haven't paused, thank you, Nancy, for the gifted sub. Very much appreciate it. And whoever got the sub, welcome to the family. All right, let's finish this one.
Failed to report to probation October 19th, 2023, November 16th, 2023, and December 18th, 2023. It says defendant has absconded from probation. So you have the right to have a contested hearing. You have the right to be represented by an attorney at that hearing. If you are found to be in violation of your probation status, your probation can be revoked and you can be sentenced to a term of jail time. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your probation could also be extended, or I can address your probation with additional sanctions or oversight or programming if necessary. Did you want to request an attorney to represent you?
Yes, Your Honor. Now, can I say something, Your Honor?
Let me just advise you of your right to remain silent again, because anything you say can be used against you. With you understanding that, you can say what you want to say.
So, like, when I was under the impression, well, I was told by somebody that has done it before. For my fines and costs, is there any way that I can do volunteer work to pay for my fines and costs?
We don't need to worry about that right now because we have more than just fines and costs at issue. You're not even reporting for your probation violations, okay?
I apologize. I didn't report because
you're not even reporting for your monthly meetings with your probation officer. At least that's the allegation. So we don't need to worry about your fines and costs. On the tier of how I rank the importance of things, your payment of fines and costs fall at the bottom of the list, okay? That falls at the bottom of the list. So you don't need to worry about that right now. We got to address some other things first before we worry about your ability to even worry about or pay these fines and costs. Although I do believe there is some restitution. Nonetheless, did you meet with him prior to this, Mr. Austin?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay, you can address this bond.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I think as Mr. Hayward was alluding to, I think he's been struggling with a lot of things in terms of finances and other things. I think things just kind of spiraled and he got overwhelmed. Also, from speaking with him, Your Honor, it sounds like he has some really significant health issues going on right now.
Sherry, I cut it in fourths. I literally cut straight across and straight across, make four little bite-sized pieces, and I dip it in soup. That's how I do it. And the secret is once you finish cooking it, you cut it, but then you keep it together while it's kind of cooling down. So it doesn't like you don't lose all the cheese right away, right? All right. What is this guy Fozzie talking about? He says, "Don't pause it so much. Stop talking." Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the $10. Who here thinks Colin should pause and talk more? Yeah, me. I do. I like talking. And then, oh, that was Fozzie's cat that said that. And now we just have Fozzie. I see what you did there. Thank you for the super chats, buddy. I appreciate it.
Sounds like he has a surgery scheduled within the next month or so. So he's really struggling in that area as well as financially and economically right now, Your Honor. So I would ask the court to take that into consideration and grant him a reasonable bond pending the violation hearing.
Okay, my biggest concern is the absconding, and I don't want to have to go looking for you for your next court date. So the order actually was when I bond was.
All right, Ed, I got you. I'll make a poll. I gotta sign into YouTube because I close all my tabs when I stream. It helps my connection a little bit better, which is also why I don't go on camera very often because when I'm on camera, my connection sucks. So, thank you for the super chat. I'll put a poll up about grilled cheese sandwiches. Do not worry, I got you.
I'm sorry, when the bench warrant was issued, I issued a remand bond because I'm not going to go looking for you to address this violation. So you'll be remanded until the time we can have a hearing on the violation and I can address your sentencing. Because if you can't properly participate in probation, then we can address your sentencing in other ways, such as jail time, okay?
Your Honor, please, I know I missed a court date in January, but I didn't miss a single court date before that. I
wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far because you like to come to court when you feel like it. Because
No,
January 7th, you appeared whenever you felt like it. And then you did the same thing on January 14th. So both times I actually issued bench warrants for you, and then I quashed them when you later appeared. You did.
I had to walk from.
What I don't like is when I'm trying to talk and I can't get a clear record because you're talking over me. So that's fine. You probably need to talk to your attorney anyways. That's the order of the court. You're remanded until the time of the hearing on the bond violation. I'm sorry, on the violations of your probation. You're all set.
When is that going to be?
That means that you're going to stay in the custody of the jail until we can address this matter.
When is that? When is that going to be?
We'll get you a notice once it's set. It's not set yet.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
Same to you. I think.
All right. Ed, I just put your poll up for you. I had fun with that one. Second option is no. All right. You can. I'm having way too much fun tonight. I probably should stop. I need to calm down and focus on the video. We're having a good time. Thank you all for being here. All right. I don't know what the next clip is, but while we're paused, Fred is coming in hot again. I don't like tomatoes or tomato sauce. Definitely not a dunker. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You know, some people just, don't like fun. Fred, I like you as a person. I just, Fozzie Bear likes tomatoes. He gets them thrown at him all the time. So I just thought that maybe you would like tomato. I'm just kidding. No, it's perfectly fine. I wasn't a big tomato fan until I don't know, I was like 20, and then I started actually eating them, and yeah, they're okay. But yeah, no, I appreciate the super chat and thank you. And then Jedi. Dorina dropped this while calling Fozzie a nut muncher. Yeah, you know what? Everyone needs to call Fozzie a nut muncher every now and then. It has to happen. Otherwise, he gets a big head and, he doesn't dip his grilled cheese in tomato sauce or tomato tomato soup. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. He doesn't like fun. All right. The Sparkle Poots, dog. Chat's going too fast. Dog brought Dorina sneaker in the yard. This was in it. All right. Well, you know what? $5 spends the same whether or not it smells bad or it doesn't smell bad. Thank you so much, Sparkle Poots, for finding her shoe for her. Hopefully you give it back to her. Don't give her the $5 back because it's mine now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. A horse and his beer. I heard Fozzie Bear got hit by a car. It's tragic. He never. Oh. He may never waka again. All right. I see what you did there. That was good. Waka. Get it? All right. Let's go to the next clip. I don't even know what's next now. I've paused it for too long.
Crime Matters, case number
Oh, this one's a good one.
23-0005, as well as 23-00477.
Rachel McDuffie for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Sandra White on behalf of Vincent Klein.
I'm here.
Please state your name, sir.
Vincent Klein.
Thank you, sir. So am I understanding, Mr. Klein, matter has been adjourned again?
Yes, he's going to be, hold on. Your Honor, I'm sorry. He's getting a new level of care assessment to go right into inpatient. Now, they're not going to be releasing him into any type of outpatient. Something has changed. So now you're doing a new assessment for him to get put into inpatient. And his next court date is January 25th in that matter.
Hey, because we're waiting on his sentencing, Your Honor, I don't know if it's necessary for us to adjourn for that purpose, and that's only because our sentencing agreement in Mr. Klein's cases was compliance with his circuit court probation. So we may be able to proceed today, since I don't know that the outcome of the assessment or his treatment will really affect anything, unless he were to be non-compliant, of course, but.
What's his bond in that other case?
Hold on, do I have it?
Right. So I didn't talk to that. So why am I going to?
In his felony cases, it looks like it says no bond has been set.
Do you have a report?
No, I do not.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, it got cut off by the interference. Could you say that one more time, please?
What is it you're saying you want to do today?
Well, no, I was just saying that because.
To answer your question, with water, you steam the tomatoes so the skin comes off, and then you take the fruit out of the tomato, you put it into a blender or a food processor, you add a little water to it, so you don't have the skin, but you have the tomato, and you make the base of your tomato soup that way. That's how I do it. If I open a can of tomato soup, I think I do water anyways, as that way. Now, when I'm making a bisque or a creamy tomato soup, I'll add milk, but otherwise it's water. I hope that answers your question. I know I see super chats coming in, but I want to play this clip and then I'll read the super chats. But you guys are awesome. I'm not ignoring you.
Because our sentencing agreement for Mr. Klein's cases was compliance with his circuit court probation, essentially, and he's been sentenced into felony drug court apparently, and I can tell that
That's not.
I'm sorry.
He has not.
He has not yet been sentenced.
Correct.
Okay. It's hard to hear because of the background noise in the jail. I saw that his cases have been removed from the public view on Odyssey, which was why I felt like, or why I thought it may have happened already, because they usually don't take them off and put them in that non-public status until that happens. So
Information I have received is that he has not been sentenced in yet.
Oh, that's fine. I don't have a preference. I just wondered if it was necessary to adjourn, if we were able to do anything more today. But if not, that's fine too.
Can I say something?
Yes, Mr. Klein.
I had my my what you call it, assessment or interview with the public or the PSI to do my PSI report, probation people. And so she said she was on vacation and she couldn't find me and stuff. And so she just did my report, and then I won't get sentenced to drug court until our next court date with Judge Cookie. But I don't want to keep adjourning this one though. She wants me to do presidential, she says again. So that's what I'm waiting on.
Your Honor,
I have to have the judge put in my paperwork that I can go, or I can't go and be able to do it.
Your Honor, I see what changed. If we could approach really quick so I could update the court and Ms. White.
I was gonna say, let's approach, because I got some information from his felony attorney too. Your Honor, did we put the new date for Vincent Klein on the record?
At least I thought I did.
No, I don't think so.
February 30th is what I had said. Was I muted at the time?
We came out of the breakout room kind of weird, and you might have been muted because. So yeah, I thought you were just going to recall it in a minute.
I did recall it and say, I guess I was.
Oh yeah, we didn't hear anything.
What I said was in the Vincent Klein matter, is that I do not feel comfortable sentencing Mr. Klein because he currently has been abusing his medication in the jail. In addition to that, he is not on sentence yet, and I don't know whether he's going to get sentenced into recovery court based on the. I don't want to hear anything from you, sir.
I'm not refusing. They took my
Did I
meds.
just say I didn't want to hear anything from you?
I'm not refusing my meds. They took them. I don't have my meds. I can't even get them. They took my meds.
And that his behavior in front of Judge Kunke was very troubling and has been noted in the JIS system. And as such, he may not be sentenced to recovery court. And I need to know that he's sentenced in that court before I can order that he comply with the probation sentence that he doesn't have yet. Mr. Klein, you can't be held in contempt of court for just getting up and walking out of court when I'm talking to you, which would be additional time.
Okay, bye.
The court will call the case.
She just skipped right over it. She literally just skipped right over it.
So do you want me to wait? And
now I'm saying literally way too often. I just rewound it to the beginning. Hold on. All right. Nope. There we go. Yeah, no. Stop doing that. Go to the middle. Go to the middle. All right, there we go. All right. Tech issues as always. All right. We got some super chats came in. I don't remember where I stopped off. I believe I saw this one. The best community ever. I agree. Thank you, Fred. Found Deborah Baker super chat and changed the name on the tag. Thank you so much, John. What bloody option did I miss? I feel like I missed some. What bloody options are those? Yeah, I'm way behind on super chats, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you, Debbie, for the super chat. I don't know what bloody options we're talking about. Oh, we talking about the grilled. We're talking about grilled cheese or tomato soup. Oh, the tomato soup. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't know what I don't know. But thank you, Debbie. I'm clueless right now. All right. All right. I read that one. Yeah, maybe I did read. I read these. Add fresh dough to the grilled cheese before grilling. Fresh dough is amazing. Best community ever. Got that one. Read that one a second ago. Spookle. Yeah. Spookle. Thank you, Fred. And I don't add tomato soup because it's nasty. And you know what? You don't have to like tomato soup. That's your choice. That's your, you can be a weirdo. You're allowed to be a weirdo. Tomato soup's awesome, though. But you can be a weirdo. Appreciate the super chat, Fred. Thank you. Legal Fiction sold my grilled cheese because someone saw the Virgin Mary in it. Hopefully you got some good money out of that. I appreciate it. And I appreciate part of the cut. Thank you, Legal Fiction. And MB member for 3 months. Thank you. All right. We just saw part of the next clip, and I already forgot what it was. All right, let's go.
In state of Michigan versus Larry Donnell Jones, 23030.
Muted mic. This one's not funny. Was I muted that whole time when I was saying thank you to everybody? Please tell me I wasn't muted the entire time. Okay, I'm not saying anyone say I was muted, so I don't think I was muted. All right. Yeah, this guy just doesn't know how to take a plea deal, and he's charged with some pretty bad things, and he accepts a plea deal, but yeah, judge puts him in his place a little bit. All right, here we go.
078 SM.
On behalf of the people. Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Morley on behalf of Mr. Jones.
Hart, I have no idea.
Your Honor, Mr. Jones is going to plead as charged. He's going to get.
I had run to the bathroom real quick, and I came back, and I tried to read through all the chats real quick, and I feel like I'm completely lost to whatever's going on right now. So we're just going to watch some court and have some fun.
769 4A, if eligible, kill a brute or no upfront jail, and to attempt to make and appear at neurology appointments.
That's what that's supposed to say.
Not my right.
Good morning, everyone. Happy cold Monday. This is Ms. Marshall, Judge Barry's Judicial Case Manager. I need all videos.
And I can't edit. I was wondering where that was coming from. Every time that happens, I look like I have a tab open. It's playing. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Offered to you today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Domestic violence is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines plus court costs, and misdemeanors can carry up to 2 years of probation. You understand those possible penalties?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a Killebrew agreement to no upfront jail. So that means if at the time of sentencing, I were intending to send you to jail, you could withdraw from your plea and go to trial instead. But if I place you on probation for this offense and you violate probation, you face up to 93 days in jail. You understand how that works?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right. And if you violate any conditions of bond or engage in any criminal offenses between plea and sentence, you could forfeit your no upfront jail agreement. You also have a consent to 769.4A status if eligible. So you can have that special status if you have no prior assault convictions, and that allows you to earn a non-public record of this case. So you wouldn't have to admit the conviction on applications for jobs or housing or anything like that. But if you're not eligible because you have a prior assault conviction, you'd simply be sentenced without it, which would mean you'd have a public criminal history. If you violate the terms of the probation, you could forfeit that status and have the status taken away and have it enter on your public criminal history. And you should also know, I feel like there was one more thing in there. Right now. You have to complete a term of probation in order to earn that public or that non-public status. So if you want that status, you have to do probation, okay?
Well, understanding, Your Honor.
All right. Some criminal convictions can have other consequences. If you are a citizen, foreign travel may be restricted. If you're not a citizen, you may be removed from the country, excluded from admission to the country, or denied.
Yeah, I can't tell if you guys are serious now. I honestly can't. Fred decided to tell you guys all that we're going to mess with me, so I'm just going to keep playing it. Normally, I would try to fix the issue, but if it's broken now, then you guys are stuck with, because your guys are stuck with Fred.
Naturalization as a citizen. You have the right to have an attorney. Mr. Morley is representing you. You have the right to have a trial. That could be by jury. Did you have an opportunity to review and advise rights and plea information?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And did you sign that?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Have you had the chance to ask Mr. Morley all of your questions?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Do you understand that if you proceed with pleading guilty, you will give up each one of these rights? There will not be a trial of any kind.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
If you were on probation or parole on the day this occurred, October 7, 2023, you could be admitting a probation or parole violation. Are you ready to proceed with your plea?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, on October 7th, 2023, were you at
Yeah, Rich, the only thing weird about that is, yeah, I know. Why do you think I'm doing it?
3900 Bayview Drive?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
Is that address in the city of Lansing, state of Michigan?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, and was Teresa Jones present?
Yes, she was, Your Honor.
And is Teresa Jones somebody whom you have a child in common with?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And you shared a household?
Yes.
Looks like you've been married as well.
Yes, Your Honor, 27, been together for it.
Okay. And what did you do to Teresa on October 7th that makes you guilty?
Well, okay, I came home, I work at MSU, football facility. And, all the chaos that was going on, I was talking to coaches and stuff. And I decided, I'm gonna take some time off. I'm sure everybody knows the situation with Mr. State football coach. Anyways, I decided to take some time off. So I left early that Friday on the 6th, take a vacation, got home, and I heard arguing in the house. It was my daughter and her ex boyfriend. And I got in the house now. What was going on? And I said, look, I'm not gonna tolerate this argument in the house. So the young man did say, yeah, I'll leave. And took off from there and tried asking Teresa what was going on. She didn't want to talk about it. So that escalated over to the 7th. And I had a drink and made it worse. And I kept asking Teresa, how come, you act like I'm the problem here? I'm just asking you what was going on. Why was they in here arguing? And that's what escalated it. So.
Nope. Mr. Jones, you did not answer my question at all. You have to tell me, in order to enter your plea, what you did that makes you guilty. Did you put your hands on Teresa?
Yeah, he did not answer. I'm sorry I'm laughing. This is a domestic violence issue. I should not be laughing. I'm laughing at the chat. You guys are killing me tonight. You guys are hilarious. I'm having a lot of fun tonight. Thank you so much for the entertainment. And yeah, what he just said had nothing to do with what the judge asked. What about your job? She didn't ask you anything about your job? Didn't? Yeah, plea deal's gone wrong. Plea deal's gone wrong.
No, I didn't put my hands on her. What happened is I heard her say, I hit her. And I said, wait, I didn't hit her. I did have a cane because I got a bad foot and I came up the stairs and I kept asking, what is the problem? So I did. I hit the chair with the cane. And the cane went two different ways. It split. It split. One part went one way, the other
Mr.
one.
Morley, this is not a factual basis. Would you
Can
like
I
to?
question him, Your Honor?
Yep.
Mr. Jones, on that day, you approached Miss Jones with the cane and you had a look in your eyes such that Mrs. Jones was in fear of an immediate battery. That is, she was afraid that you were going to hit her with the cane, right?
I heard that.
No, do you believe that?
I have to believe it now because, that was said, but.
Follow up. Miss Jones was trying to call the police and you went to you were tussling, to use her words. And she was on the phone and you went to grab at the phone. Is that right?
Yes.
And as you went to grab at the phone, she pulled it back and that struck her in the face, right?
Yes.
And so you're grabbing for the phone, trying to take it out of her hand, caused the phone to hit her in the face, right?
Yes.
And that was an intentional act on your part?
Well, yes. I don't know about intentional, but
Well, what do you mean?
Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
No, we're just going to pick a jury
Okay.
because you clearly don't think you're guilty and you don't want to enter a plea today because you won't take responsibility for anything that happened.
It's not that bad, Judge. I'll get there.
Mr. Morley, why don't you take Mr. Jones in the hallway? Because I'm not going to continue to entertain this. He needs to either take responsibility or not.
Well, I take responsibility, Honor.
You should go talk to your client.
I did. Go in the hallway.
That's Mr. Annette.
All right. They went to the hallway. They talked. Yeah. The next part of the video is just him accepting. He finally, accepts the responsibility for it. Colin eating grilled cheese, less interruptions. Yes, that is very true. The more grilled cheese I eat, the less time I interrupt. Also, Fozzie from Texas. The Fozzie Bear himself. Waka Waka. 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. You're always a legend, man. I very much appreciate it. And welcome to all the 10 people who just got memberships. I did just have a members only stream a couple hours ago. Go check it out. Just got a membership. Go check it out. It was a good case. Also, in honor of Fozzie, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back to you? A stick. Get it? Waka waka. That was for you, buddy. Also, real quick, C-Dumps, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a couple days. I hope you're well. Hope everything's good. It's good to see you.
Morley and Mr. Jones before the court. Mr. Jones remains under oath. Mr. Morley, do you want to continue your voir dire?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Jones, I'm reading from a letter that your wife wrote to me, as a matter of fact, I believe to the prosecutor as well. She says, quote, I stated that the way he approached me with the cane and the look in his eyes, I was afraid he was going to hit me. And during the tussle, the cane broke and a piece broke off and hit my leg. Close quote. When you were nearing her with the cane, did you see a look in her eyes that you believed that she was afraid that you were going to hit her?
Yes.
And you swung that cane at one point. I think you swung it onto a chair, right?
Yes, sir.
And a piece of that broke off and hit her in the leg.
Yes, Your Honor.
Similarly, she further states, quote, I stated that while I was calling the police, Larry tried to take my phone, and while tussling, he grabbed at my hand, and I snatched away the phone and hit me in the face and fell on the floor. Close quote. Is it true that when your wife was trying to call the police, you went towards her trying to take her phone?
Yes, Your Honor.
And when you tried to grab her phone, she had to snatch it away. Otherwise, you would have grabbed it, right?
Yes.
And when she did snatch it away, that hit her on the face, that being the phone, right?
Yes.
And ultimately, the phone fell on the floor, right?
Yes.
So, but for, well, let me be more specific. You going towards her, reaching out towards her, trying to grab her phone, put her in fear that you were going to grab her.
What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 3 legs? Lean beef. Get it? Waka waka.
And she had to pull back and as a result hit herself in the face.
Yes.
I think I've established factual basis, Sean.
I just have one additional question. Mr. Jones, implied in the word tussling is physical contact. So you and Teresa were sort of wrestling over this.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by entering a plea today, you'll be giving up any claims that this was self-defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Anid, any additional questions on the factual basis?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Moreland?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Jones, did anyone make any promises or threats to you other than this plea agreement to get you to plead guilty here today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free choice?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
To the charge domestic violence, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Find your guilty plea to be knowingly, voluntarily, accurately made with sufficient facts on the record upon which to base your plea. Therefore accepted.
I was not ready. I was not paying attention to that video at all. I was reading chat. I'm sorry. It was a DV case. It was a serious case. We shouldn't be laughing about the case. We're not laughing about that case at all. We're having fun in the chat. It's just anyone that's coming along later and doesn't see the live chat. We're having a good time. It's always a good time in the live chat. Speaking of which, Sparkle Poots, you now have permission to tell no more jokes. Just saying. I have permission to stop being a dad and stop saying dad jokes. All right. Thank you for your permission. That just means the jokes are going to get even worse. Just saying. All right. We're going to go to our last case. Last case is a little bit longer of one. It's another older one. It comes from Judge Bryant. This one's a little weird. Where the person that's in trouble is the witness. We don't see that very often. But Judge Bryant won't put up with people being disrespectful. You know what? It doesn't matter if you're a witness or the defendant or an attorney. She won't put up with it. All right, let's go.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
I'm checking. Let me see.
I think you said it was Judge Garrett, and
Yes, it was Judge Garrett.
okay.
You probably did,
Give me
Debbie.
1 second.
This one's a little bit older. It's about a month old, so you probably did.
All right, I'm ready on Mayberry. The complaining witness can.
Thank you so much for asking that. My kids love Fozzie Bear. It's their favorite Muppet, and they say Waka Waka after every joke. I kind of ingrained in their minds really bad dad jokes, so they create their own jokes, and that's why I keep saying "Get it, Waka Waka," because that's what Fozzie says, right? So that's where that comes from. It's not a salute to our very own Fozzie Bear, even though he probably takes it as one, but it's not. It's a salute to my kids. But we still love you, Fred. But that is not a shout out to you. Sorry, buddy.
Stand where I don't know who's complaining witness, but okay, y'all moving a little slow for me this morning. Who's my officer?
Bennett.
Okay. This is case number.
All right. I'm going to let you guys all know. If you guys want that joke to work, you all have to be on page. You all have to be on the same page. It can't be just a couple of you and then everyone else is not what I don't even know what word I'm saying. Engaging. Everyone's engaging with what I'm saying. There's a few of you saying you can't hear me. All right. So what you guys need to do is start a private chat somewhere else and then all come in at the same time. It'll work 100%. If all of you are on board, it's gonna work. I promise it will. But if there's one person that just says, haha, your dad jokes suck, it's not gonna work. I appreciate the effort though.
234425401, the people of the state of Michigan versus Toya Lamar Mayberry. The defendant is charged with one count of assault aggravated. Today is the date set for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Ritter on behalf of the people. P number 83505. The complaining witness is in person in the courtroom. Mr. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please?
Steve Williams.
And Clay Miller, Your Honor, P86291, standing in for Attorney Potts on this matter here on behalf of Mr. Mayberry. Mr. Mayberry, please state your name for the record.
Clay Mayberry.
Mr. Mayberry, what's your name?
Toya Lamar Mayberry Jr.
Thank you. Today is the date set for sentencing. However, Judge Garrett did not order a pre-sentence investigation for Mr. Mayberry. And on an assault aggravated case, I need a pre-sentence investigation. I don't want to do the sentencing without, because that would, it's a 1-year misdemeanor, and I need a pre-sentence investigation so I can see what I'm working with and know which way to go with the sentencing. Now, the complaining witness is present, and I don't know if the complaining witness had intended to make a victim impact statement, if they are going to be, if they wanted to make a victim impact statement.
Hey, Colin, everyone in chat asking if you're there. Colin, definitely not Cromwell. Are you there? Coolin with Colin. Are you there? I don't think he's there, guys. I don't think he's there. He's not paying attention to me. I think he's gone. I think he left. So we're just gonna finish the video out. you guys are silly. You're silly.
And they're going to be unable to come on the new date that I'm going to give. I will allow them to make a victim impact statement today, but I'm not going to sentence today. So would there be any objection to me doing it in that way? Mr. Mayberry, take your hand down for me, please. Would there be any objection with me doing it that way?
Not from the people, Judge.
None from us, Judge, either. So whatever the court wants.
Okay, so they asked for at least 4 weeks to complete the pre-sentence investigation process.
So I would be scheduling it, looks like, February the 12th. Give them the 4 weeks to do that. Is that a good day for your office, Mr. Miller?
Let me double check, but it should be fine. Monday, February 12th. That'll work. That'll work.
Okay. And then I apologize, Ms. Ritter. What was your witness's last name? Williams. Okay. And then Mr. Williams, let me ask you first, Ms. Ritter. What did your witness intend to make a victim impact statement? I'll defer to Mr. Williams, Judge. All right, Mr. Williams, was it your intention to make a victim impact statement to the court?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm going to adjourn the sentencing because the judge that took the plea in my absence didn't order a pre-sentence investigation. So I'm going to adjourn the sentencing to February the 12th.
Hey, Mayor, didn't you say you were leaving? We said goodnight to you earlier. You're still here. I'm not saying you have to go. I'm just, just asking. What I'm really doing is saying I'm calling someone out that I know is going to respond to me, just so I can be like, you guys are dumb, because I know what you're doing. So, yeah, Mayor's going to respond here in a second. I know he is.
Did you want to appear that day to make your victim impact statement, or do you want to go ahead and make a victim impact statement today?
I would like to make a statement today, and I will also be here February 12th. But I want to make my statement today.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're going to be here February the 12th, I personally prefer for you to make the statement on the 12th, so that the statement, if it's going to impact my sentence in any way,
Oh, hey, Johnny, are you here? We got big news about Johnny's channel. Yeah. So Johnny, if you're here, let me know. We will we'll talk about your channel. But we got big news coming on Johnny's channel.
I'll have your statement with the pre-sentence report. Now, because I was giving you the opportunity to make the victim impact statement today if you couldn't come on the 12th, but the Victims' Rights Act, it says you have a right to make a statement at the time of sentencing. So I would prefer you, if you're going to come on the 12th, I would prefer you wait until the 12th to give me your statement. Also, probation is going to contact you as well when they are doing their pre-sentence investigation. Probation is going to.
Again, yeah, you guys are telling me you can't hear me and my video's spinning. All of you responded to the Johnny question except for Johnny. See, this is what I'm saying. It takes all of you to be on the same side to make that work. You guys failed. Nice attempt, though. All right, let's go through some of these super chats. Fozzie, 10 gifted subs. I think I said that already, but if I haven't, thank you so much. I think I did. Yep, I know I said that. This is where I'm at. This was stuck in the Encyclopedia of Dirty Jokes that Sparshal Poots lent me. Thank you, Sparshal Poots, for lending a dirty joke book. First of all, that's amazing to have. Very proud that you have that. And also, thank you for the $5. I don't know if I should thank Sparkle Poots or Sly, but thank you so much, Sly. Is this for no? We already worked through your games, Fred. We already worked through your games. Still more games. Still more games. Fred, Lexa, can you? Fred, you are trying. You tried. I appreciate that. You failed, but you tried. Thank you so much, Fred, for all the super chats. Thank you to Michelle. I am questioning my own existence. This got real existential. Are any of us real? I don't. Thank you for the super chat, Jetta. I don't know what we're referencing. I really don't. Thank you. All right, I can do this one. Kathy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Very generous of you, and welcome to all the new members. Go check out the members only video I did earlier. It was a really good clip. Fred, for $20, I'm just hanging out in the pod in the Matrix waiting to be rescued. How about you? We're all hanging out there. We're all hanging out with you, Fred. Thank you for the generous super chat. Thank you. We may not be real, but the hokey pokey may actually be what it's all about. The hokey pokey has always been what it's all about. What are you talking about, Serena? Thank you for the $5 and Sparkle Cruise for the 1 gifted sub. Thank you. 1 gifted membership. Sorry, 1 gifted membership. Thank you so much. All right, let's finish this clip. There's about 10 minutes left. You know I'm going to pause it like 20 more times before the end of it, but let's try to get through it. It's about to get good. Get good.
Contact you also. So you can give a statement to them. You can give them a verbal statement. You can give them a written statement. If you want it included in the pre-sentence report, and then I would read it, in advance. And then you can also still give a verbal victim impact statement when you come to court.
Well, Your Honor, there's no guarantee I might not make it to court February 12th. This is why I've been coming every court date.
Okay. So I mean, there's no guarantee that any of us is gonna make it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you make your statement. And then, but understand, so I guess I want to be clear. I'm gonna go ahead and let you make the statement today, but that means on the 12th, you cannot make a verbal victim impact statement. You don't get to make 2 verbal victim impact statements. You understand?
I understand.
Okay, then, with no objection from the defense, the court is going to allow Mr. Williams to make his victim impact statement today. Mr. Williams, you may proceed.
Well, Your Honor, February 24th, 2023, I was attacked and assaulted inside of a funeral home. And I was beaten with brass knuckles. And I have the pictures taken from the hospital of my face by my nephews and my niece. If you would like to see the pictures.
No, sir, I don't want to see the pictures today, but you can forward them to the prosecutor's office and she will make sure that I get them. In fact, it looks like you're in person today. I didn't mean to say that. It looks like you have them with you today. Are they in color? Are those pictures in color?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so if you want to leave those pictures with my clerk, he will put them in an envelope and give them to the prosecutor's office. She will make sure that I get them, or they can make a copy of them, and then she'll make sure that I get them. If you want me to see the color photos, though, you're gonna have to leave the pictures that you have or email them or something to the prosecutor. So you can go ahead.
Okay, could I also like to say, since this trial been going on since June 5th, I've been having nothing but problems with the prosecutor's office. They have never ever gave me any paperwork on this particular case until January 8th, and I had to go downtown to their office to pick it up. I've been calling, leaving messages since November of last year to Miss Rita. She has never ever spoke to me, never. And I can prove that by my phone record. She never called me, never called back.
Now let me ask you this question. Do you want to complain to me about Miss Ritter, or do you want to make the victim impact statement?
Well, what I don't want to do is leave my pictures with her. She has never spoke up for me.
You don't. Well, also, okay, I don't want to engage in a victim impact statement, but okay, that's not, those type of things are not my issue, sir. I'm here to hear your victim impact statement. Now, if you want to make a victim impact statement, you can make a victim impact statement. If you want to complain about Miss Ritter, and her not calling you back, you have to go and talk to her. I don't have anything to do with the prosecutor's office.
I spoke to her supervisor. Finally, they
Sir,
called me.
I don't have anything to do with the prosecutor's office. I'm really interested in hearing your victim impact statement. I really want to hear how this has impacted you and what your intent, how do you want the court to move going forward? Do you have any opinion about the sentencing? I don't want you to spend your victim impact statement time complaining to me about the prosecutor's office. I can't do anything about the prosecutor's office. That's nothing I can do about that.
No, I'm only showing up to see if they're gonna be prosecuted for beating me with brass knuckles. I had surgery on my spine years before, and I want to see the outcome. This is why I'm here. I want to see if they're going to be punished the right way or the wrong way. I'm a senior citizen, and to get beaten in a funeral home with some brass knuckles, I'm not going to ever accept that. I have lived longer than I'm going to live, and that's how I feel. This is the most biggest cover-up in the history of anything in Detroit. I had to file
I doubt that.
This case is the biggest cover-up in the history of everything in Detroit. This guy apparently is a big deal. I'm not saying what he went through is wrong. That's a strong statement. It's a very strong statement.
I doubt that this misdemeanor case.
And I got my right. I had to file a complaint against the Detroit detective covering up the coverage in the funeral home. I know smoke when I see it, and I can smell fire. I don't have to speak February 12th or on March 8th. The other two, I don't have to speak then. I came to speak finally today. I'm not gonna come March 8th for the other two. This one here is gonna be setting the pace right here. For the other two, I already know it. I've been told by other family members, he's gonna get off the probation because his boss paid off the federal prosecuting office, Kim Worthy. That's right.
So I'm going to interrupt you again because I usually don't interrupt victim impact statements, but I'm borderline getting offended, and I guess I might have to send it to Judge Garrett, because in your statement just now, I don't know if Kim Worthy was bought off or not, but when you say that his sentence is going to be impacted by some money given by Kim Worthy, sir, that implies that I've been bought off. That implies that Kim Worthy has some type of impact on me. That implies that I'm not a person of integrity. And I'm going to set the record straight right now while we're live streaming on YouTube. Don't accuse me of being crooked, sir. I appreciate. Yes, you did. Yes, I have asked you. You've stood before me, sir, and you've done nothing but complain about the prosecutor's office and the police department. I've asked you to weigh in on the sentencing. I said you could submit paperwork. I've asked you, did you have any opinion about the sentencing? And all you're doing here is standing and complaining about the prosecutor's office and the police department, neither of which I have anything to do with. Neither of which. I don't care what Kim Worthy think about.
It's about to go down. Sorry, it is going down.
This case. I could care less. I don't care what Chief White thinks of this case. I could care less.
I'm out of here. It ain't over yet.
Judge, you want me to let him go?
Of course he can go. He was never required to be here. Of course he can go.
Understood.
Bailiff wanted really badly that bailiff wanted to put him in cuffs. I mean, yeah, he's a victim impact statement. Let's just you guys all heard it. You all heard it. All right. There is 2 minutes left of this video. All they're gonna do in the next 2 minutes is talk about the new date that they're setting for the trial, because they were adjourning it, which is why this whole thing started. It's like, hey, do you want to give your victim impact statement today so you don't have to come back, or do you want to come back and give it on a different day? And that's how this whole thing started. And yeah, that was fun. All right, I'm gonna let this last 2 minutes play out. You guys are all awesome. Thank you everybody for your super chats. Thank you for the gifted subs. Welcome new members. Thank you for the new members. Everybody. And what I don't do enough is thank my mods. My mods are amazing. Thank you all for being amazing. I have worked hard on trying to solidify the mods on the channel, and you guys all stepped up, and I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. We're also less than 250 people away from 10,000 subs. We're going to get there. We are going to get there. Anyways, you guys are all awesome. Come hang out with us on Discord after this. We're going to jump in Discord, have a fun conversation. Generally don't talk about court all that much. It's generally all over the board the topics we talk about. So if you're not doing anything in about 10 minutes, come jump on. No. Where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my life? Just kidding. No. Hope you're good, buddy. All right. Let's finish the video.
Okay, well, I'm not real sure about that or what's going on with that situation, but I am going to adjourn the case to February the 12th.
Yes, I actually forgot to say that. I was hoping she would pop in here for a little bit. Sashina, we're trying to get Sashina to 500 subs. Now, a couple weeks ago, I asked to help get KCC up to 1,000, and we nailed it. We got it. Not we. She did it. I just asked you guys for help. But Sashina has her own channel. She's a writer, and she does a lot of things on YouTube with her stories and her writing, and it's really good. So if you like listening to fictional tales written by one of our very own, go check her out. There are a bunch of small videos. Not these hour-long things that I do, but they're really good. Go check them out. Fictional, I don't know what to call them. She mixes a lot of different genres, and they're really good. But yeah, if all of you, not all of you, if anybody likes that kind of thing, go subscribe to Sashina. We're trying to get her to 500. Thank you for reminding me, Jonathan. Thank you so much. And Fred tried to get me to pause it before I paused it, and I already paused it. But thank you for the $1. All right, now we're gonna play this out. Let's all go hang out on Discord after this.
And let me say this again, sir, Mr. Mayberry, I don't know you, nor do I know the young man who was just speaking, but I don't know your family. And all I can tell everybody is, don't let nobody get you caught up thinking that I'm gonna do something that I'm not gonna do. Don't let anybody get you caught up thinking that.
Don't let me get you caught up on me pausing the video. Thanks, Jedi.
anybody is going to tell me other than me how to do this sentence. Now, I don't know why your uncle is so angry and bitter. It could be because y'all beat him up. Because you are convicted of aggravated assault. But I haven't sentenced you. And I don't know what that was about. But Ms. Ritter, we're going to be clear. And I know Ms. Ritter is clear. But I just want everybody to be clear.
Yes, ma'am.
I want everybody to be clear. I am not going to pause it again. Unless I get another super chat. You're too soon, MB. Too soon. Too soon. Yeah, you guys you guys are all awesome. Thank you, Legal Fiction. Thank you, MB. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Jedi. Who else? I think yeah, that was it. Jedi, Fred, MB, Legal Fiction. All right. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you. This is gonna turn into a thing, and I don't mind it.
It can't be paid for. It ain't enough money in the world for that. And I don't know what he's talking about. And I don't know.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to finish the video. I will never, because I made this a thing, and it's awesome. Thank you, Sparkle Poots. Is the sound working? I you know what? I have no idea if the sound's working anymore. I have no idea. No idea. But thank you, C-Dumps and Sparkle.
About nothing about Kim Worthy. I don't know. But we're going to do a pre-sentence investigation. And when I read that pre-sentence investigation, I mean,
yeah, if Legal Fiction wants to be a mod, he can ask me to be a mod. Don't I mean, yeah, he's here every time. Legal Fiction can be a mod if he wants. Annalisa. Hold on, I want to say Annalisa Molina. That is a gorgeous name. Annalisa Molina. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to give it to you. I don't know if that was the seventh pause or not, but I'm going to give it to you. And then Tharina with the 1. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
In line.
You know, what if I started doing this like halfway through the video and I told you it was the end? Because you have no idea how long this is going on for. You have no idea. I could just start doing this. And then you guys would hate me. Heather! Don't pause for this SC. Oh, for the super chat. Thank you, Heather.
I guess with the victim impact statement, I don't know. Then Judge Bryant is going to make a determination of what the appropriate sentence would be based upon your criminal history and those type of things. That's the purpose of a pre-sentence investigation. Okay?
No.
You are to have no contact with the complaining witness. And then I'll see everybody on February the 12th at 9 o'clock. And I'm assuming that Mr. Mayberry's presence on the Zoom today indicates that he consents to being sentenced on Zoom and is not demanding an in-person sentencing. Am I correct, Mr. Miller?
Yes, you're correct in that, Judge.
All right, then.
Heather is still awake. Isn't it 4 a.m. in Canada or something? Close. It's close. I think it's 10:15. But yeah, it's not 4 a.m. No, I think 4 a.m. would be in the middle of the ocean. No, 4 a.m. No, I'm way underestimated that. 4 a.m. is in Russia. Yeah, but I like the joke, and thank you for making me pause again.
Unless there's something else for the record, we're all saying anything on behalf of the people.
No, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything on behalf of the defense?
No, Your Honor. Thank you. Have a good day and have a good weekend.
All right, you do the same. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe.
Everyone have a great day. Stay safe. Let's go to Discord.
We'll be in touch.
Bye.
Okay.
All right.